Don't be scared.
Once upon a time, acting 2 was canceled.
Yeah, so we were told.
And we were told that we could do an independent study.
For 3 seconds.
How do you start off talking about...
I don't know. So, Dwight and Mandy...
So Dwight and Mandy said, what can we do? And we said, clearly the Dwight and Mandy show.
Was the only thing
And
that
then it evolved into like different numbers of things when people like were adding themselves in, and then it evolved into Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, Jack and the Beanstalk. Stop laughing.
So we said, let's do Angels in America. Act 1, Scene 7.
Pretty interesting act.
Pretty interesting act.
Pretty interesting show, and I feel like it's current and relevant
It's current, relevant. It's sort of our age.
And it's things that we would be playing when we got out, which I feel is the point of our Rowan program.
So we said, let's do They're Watching It.
Shout out to outtakes. As acting 2 was canceled, I felt I wanted to focus on one person in a show all the way through and how it is very emotionally tied together and very cohesive as part of one actor instead of focusing on a bunch of scenes with a bunch of different actors. So that was my main focus in doing said scene. So the character that I chose was Pryor in the show, and I just looked at the whole character throughout the whole entire play to see how it was and just focused on that as far as that went. So that was the main idea of my independent cinema.
Focused on one character throughout an entire play instead of focusing on little scenes like we did in Acting 1. We focused on a full character through the full...
We had to do character analysis.
Yes, that's a good one.
And David set that up as far as our independent study went, that we were doing a character analysis, a play analysis.
Like Acting 1.
Costuming type things for our show and our scene.
Like costuming.
And done the senior project.
Is that milk on the table?
There's coffee on the table.
There's coffee on the table, and I thought it was paint and put my hand in it. So after we did the script analysis, we said, and the costuming, we said, what's the next step? And we said, oh, we need to set up the scene, like we did in directing.
Mm-hmm.
So we started with memorizing our lines in various places.
At various tempos.
I studied mine in a little thing called work, because as a transfer student, transfer commuter here at Rowan, we had your experience in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a little job where I like to study my lines at, but I couldn't take myself, I tried to take myself studying lines in there. And they told me they would be very mad if I put up on a screen me studying my lines instead of working. So, just imagine me.
And I couldn't do it at my job because there would be lattes and coffees spilling all over the place if I was taping at Starbucks.
So just imagine Dwight learning at Starbucks and me learning at a little place that rhymes with the tank.
In a green vest.
In my green sweater vest. In 80-degree weather.
But
so anyway,
our rehearsal process was very much on our own in the beginning.
Right.
And just learning our lines and
just
getting
learning our
things together.
lines. So then
We moved into rehearsal.
together with the lines being set together inside an actual space and not where I said.
We did a lot of the things that we were taught as far as like rehearsal and things like that in acting 1 and directing.
Birthday presents.
Y'all
remember? Shout out to directing 1. Birthday presents. So that's pretty much, that's pretty much our senior project.
That's it.
Angels in America.
Senior.
And are they gonna play this like right before we go on?
I don't know.
Introduce ourselves?
I feel like there should be credits or something.
There should be. Okay, never mind. We're not going to introduce
Like,
ourselves.
it should say, like,
Without
starring
further
Dwight Merritt, Mandy DiPietro.
And then, like, Lady Gaga Teeth is playing.
Yeah, and, like,
Don't be scared.
special shout out to our videographer.
I've done this before.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rowan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colloquium.
We will miss you.
We will miss you.
We hope that you miss us.
We hope you miss us. And we hope you like our performance.
Thanks.
Bye.
Now stop.
Here we go.
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. One wants to move through life with elegance and grace, blossoming infrequently, but with exquisite taste and perfect timing, like a rare bloom, a zebra orchid. But one so seldom gets what one wants, does one? No, one does not. One gets fucked over. One dies at 30, robbed of decades of majesty. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I look like a corpse. Corpsette. Oh, my queen. You know you've hit rock bottom when even drag is a drag.
Are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my hallucination?
I'm not in your hallucination. You're in my dream.
You're wearing makeup.
And so are you.
You're a man.
The hands and feet give it away, right?
There must be some mistake here. I don't recognize you. You're not... Are you my... some sort of imaginary friend?
No. Aren't you too old to be having imaginary friends?
I have emotional problems. I took too many pills. Why are you wearing makeup?
I was in the process of applying the face to make myself feel better. I swiped the new fall colors from the Clinique counter at Macy's.
You stole these?
I was out of cash. It was an emotional emergency.
Joe will be so angry. I promised him no more pills.
These pills you keep alluding to.
Valium. I take Valium. Lots of Valium.
And you're dancing as fast as you can?
But I'm not addicted. I don't believe in addiction. And I never drink. And I never take drugs.
Well, smell you, Nancy Drew.
Except Valium.
Except Valium in wee fistfuls.
I don't understand this. If I didn't ever see you before, and I don't think I did, then I don't think you should be in this hallucination because in my experience, the mind, where hallucinations come from, shouldn't be able to make up anything that wasn't there to start with, that didn't enter from experience, from the real world. Imagination can't make up anything new, can it? It just recycles bits and pieces from our lives and reassembles them into visions. Am I making sense right now?
Given the circumstances, yes.
So just when we think we've escaped the unbearable ordinariness and truthfulness of our lives, it's really just the same old ordinariness and falseness reassembled into the appearance of novelty and truth. Nothing unknown is knowable. Don't you think it's depressing?
The limitations of the imagination?
Yeah.
Yes. But it's something you learn after your second theme party. It's all been done before.
The world. Finally. Terribly... Well, this is the most depressing hallucination I've ever had.
Do forgive me. I do try to be amusing.
Oh, don't apologize. Well, I can't expect somebody who's really sick to entertain me.
How did you know that?
Oh, well, that happens. threshold of revelation sometimes. You can see things. How sick you are? Do you see anything about me?
Yes.
What?
You are terribly unhappy.
Oh, big deal. You meet a Valium addict and you figure out she's unhappy? That doesn't count. Of course. Something else. Something surprising.
Your husband's a homo.
Really?
Threshold of revelation.
Well, I don't like your revelations. I don't think you into it very well at all. Joe is a perfectly normal man. Oh God. Oh God. Do homos take, like, lots of long walks?
Yes, we do. With stretch pants with lavender coifs. I just looked at you and it was like I could
A sort of
see a...
blue streak of recognition?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go now. Get back something. Something just fell apart. God, I feel so sad.
I'm sorry. Most of the time I say fuck the truth, but mostly the truth just fucks you.
I see something else about you.
Oh?
Deep inside of you, there's a part of you. The most inner part, entirely free of disease. You can see that.
That's not... That isn't true.
Threshold of revelation, home.
People come and go so quickly here. I don't feel like there's any uninfected part of me. My heart is pumping polluted blood.